Welcome back in Docker for Beginners video tutorial series. My name is Azhar Salim, and in this video tutorial we are going to discuss about what is the difference between a Docker or containerized application and a virtual machine. So here, if you come in, what is Docker, container. Under the menu here is the option why Docker, and you can find what is container, which is we discussed in our last video tutorial. So here we can find the difference between a Docker and a containerized application and a virtual machine. So let's assume I'm going to here some more clear. Yeah, in one side we have a virtual machine, or you can set it's a system. Let's assume it's our production system, like we deployed our application A, app A, B, and C, and let's assume it's our AWS server, Amazon AWS server, or Microsoft Azure, where we have our infrastructure, hypervisor, and operating system and application. We installed three virtual machines there. One more thing I want to clear here: hypervisor first, and the second layer, and the third layer is guest operating system. Maybe it's a Mac OS and or Windows or Linux, Ubuntu. But in your machine or your laptop or computer, first we installed operating system, and after hypervisor, the second layer, you can say. But this is another thing. These are two type of hypervisor, type 1 and hypervisor type 2. So that one is another topic. Here we are discussing about our production systems, where we deploy our production or enterprise level applications, you can say it. So we have here our infrastructure, then hypervisor, and we installed here a virtual machine which have our guest operating system. Let's say it's Windows, and we install our application A. Again, we install a virtual machine. We have here Mac OS and our application. Here you can say we install a third one, virtual machine, and we install Ubuntu and application C. So now here our applications are working absolutely fine, but it's too much resource hungry, or it's take too much resources and power of our machine. It's a very easy example. If you install virtual machines in your laptop, and there you install Ubuntu and Mac. If you're in Mac, if you install Ubuntu and Windows, it's take too much resources and power of your machine. So that's why this virtual machine, you can say it's resources hungry, or it's take too much power. And if we compare with our containerized application, here same we have an infrastructure and operating system. Actually here also hypervisor, and after that operating system. This operating system only we have installed here one time, not like in our virtual machine we have separate here operating systems. After we have a Docker engine here, the layer of Docker engine layer, which contains Linux. If I show you here, go to your terminal, and if you type Docker version without hyphen, and here you can find Docker engine community, because I'm using the free one version, and here you can see OS Arch Linux AMD 64. So here is the question: if I'm using Mac, or if you are using let's say Windows, how you are using the Linux. So this is the you can set the power of Docker you install a server Docker engine which is responsible for our containerized apps. So which is inform our operating system, the resources of the apps, and the containers which we have here. So in this case, we just deploy our container, and then Docker automatically will be responsible with for all our containers, or you can say the applications. So I hope the concept is clear to you, and if you want to learn more about container and virtual machine, you can check here. It's the same information, but I told you in you can say the simple words. And if you see here, a containers and virtual machine have similar resources relation and allocation benefits, but function difference because container virtualize the operating system instead of hardware, which we discuss here. Container are more portable and efficient, which we discussed in previous video. If I take this container and deploy in another system, it will work same as working here. And here is you can say information or definition, what is the container and what is a virtual machine. So you can read more about the difference between a container and the virtual machine from here. So that's for this video tutorial. Thank you.